second crown jewel of the year. It's the Coca-Cola 600, NASCAR's lone endurance race on the schedule. 23 cars. It will be a crazy night. Now, we're going to go down to our pit reporters who have late-breaking stories on tonight's race, starting with Wow.
Thank you, Brad. Kyle Larson has arrived here at Charlotte Motor Speedway about 15 minutes ago and got strapped in. He had a quick pep talk with his crew chief, Cliff Daniels, and he's ready to win the Coca-Cola 600 and complete the double. On to Caleb with our points leader, Josh Berry.
Thank you, Wow. Josh Berry comes in today as the points leader after 3 straight top 2 finishes and 4 straight top 5s, including winning last time out in the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro, and looks to bring this momentum into the Coca-Cola 600 tonight. Now, to the TikTok BodyArmor Cup series for an update on RFK racing.
Thank you, Caleb. Both RFK drivers start 1 and 2 today, with Brad Keselowski on pole as they look to have a 1-2 and NASCAR's longest race tonight. Now to Brad back into the booth.
Thank you, TikTok NASCAR Cup Series. You can see the cars are going off pit road. Let's go through today's starting lineups. Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, as you heard earlier, will be starting first and second as they lock out the front row. Eric Jones, a surprise third in qualifying, and Josh Berry, our points leader, starting fourth. Kyle Busch in fifth. He won the first crown jewel of the Daytona 500, and Noah Gragson starting sixth. John Hunter Nemechek, he flipped at Daytona, as well as Chase Briscoe. They will be starting 7th and 8th. Christopher Bell, the COTA winner, he will be starting 9th. And Ryan Blaney, the defending winner of the Coca-Cola 600, starts 10th. Austin Dillon will start 11th for RCR, and 12th in his final season, Martin Truex Jr. Austin Cindric will be starting 13th, with Joey Logano starting 14th. 15th will be Kyle Larson, 16th, Alex Bowman, a pair of Hendrick Motorsports teammates. Chase Elliott and William Byron, a pair of Hendrick Motorsports teammates as well, start 17th and 18th. And rounding out the top 20 will be Daniel Suarez and Harrison Burton. 21st will be Zane Smith, a part-time driver, and 22nd, the road course ringer Shane Van Gisbergen. And rounding out today's field will be the Joe Gibbs Racing Machine of Ty Gibbs. Race info, we have 23 cars. It's a 1.5-mile track, 15 laps. It will be the longest race of the season in mileage-wise. Weather will most likely be a factor as we're looking at the storms in the area that could cause us to be under red flag conditions due to excess rain in the area of the North Carolina region. Now we're going to go to our weather report. Rain chance is 90%, so it looks like we are definitely going to get some rain. But the rain chance before halfway to make this race official is only 70% chance, as we're going to hope this rain stays away. But we're about to head under the green flag in the Coca-Cola 600, NASCAR's longest race. Who will prevail? We're about to head under the green flag, so let's find out momentarily. As the pace car is off, we're about to go under the green flag. Green flag's in the air. Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher lead us down. And as we come off turn number 2, 3 wide, we see the back Eric Jones around. Back across, and he will flip upside down violently as we have a huge wreck on lap number 1. You can see Martin Truex Jr. on top of another car. You can see that 43 just goes airborne and hard into that inside wall upside down. And you can see all the cars bypass him. We're going to see what happens. He just makes a little contact with the 42. And then the 19 also gets on top of the 3 as the 43 upside down luckily does not hit anyone else upside down, but still a horrifying wreck here very early in this race on lap number 1, as we are under the yellow flag and now probably under the red flag. As you can see the 43 just, oh my god, upside down, and the red flag does come out after a vicious impact from the Charlotte Motor Speedway very, very early in this race. We're going to be back after this short commercial break. Cleanup crews have done their job, and we're going to be back under the yellow flag here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, as now we can see the cars on pit road after the damage, just fixing up their car, jacking the car up. You can see Joey Logano, now Ryan Blaney, his Penske teammate, and now the 48 of Alex Bowman, as we're going to be back with the green flag after a short commercial break. Shoes come upon us. You can see RFK takes the inside lane, both their cars. We're going to have 2 laps to go in stage number 1 to make this race official. We're going to head under the green flag from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Green flag back in the air. Buescher and Keselowski going to get a great start. Keselowski to the race lead as we head down the back. Now Busch going to the race lead. He's going to head to a point, as now we have a lightning strike as Byrne made it 4 wide. And now the caution flag will wave from Charlotte. You see Byrne made a great pass, but it all will be for naught as the red flag is out, and that will end stage number 1. But we will actually have the rest of this race to go, as we did not officially reach halfway, which would have been lap number 8. That would have been the end of stage number 1. But you can see that rain is moving forward, and you can see them lightning strikes are right there as the storm system moves through. We'll be back after a short commercial break with an update on today's race. As you can see, it is starting to rain here and lightning. And this will be a rain delay right now, as we're going to go through our drivers right now. You can see Keselowski in the 2nd position. Kyle Busch, he wins stage 1. You can see Burton in 4th. Chase Elliott in 3rd. As you can see back there, Kyle Larson in the 6th position. Josh Berry in the 5th position. You now see William Byron finish 8th. And Chris Buescher with the last stage points in the 7th position. As now we're going to go over to the Crash and Truck Series race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway as we try to weather out this storm, and we will be back with an update from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Coca-Cola 600. About to head under the green flag here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 7 laps with 5 trucks under the green flag. Green flag's in the air from Charlotte. Cruth out to a great start as we head down to turn number 1. He will clear for that race lead with his GMS teammate right behind him. Grant figure he's actually going to go down to the inside and take the race lead. And we come off turn number 4. 3 wide for the lead. 2 Spire teammates out side by side. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott. Elliott to the lead. Here comes Roger Cruth in 2nd. Kyle Busch in 3rd now. Caruth's going to clear for a 2nd position as we go on board Chase Elliott here. We'll have 5 laps to go from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here comes Roger Caruth. Caruth out to the inside. Crash. Hard into the wall. Chase Elliott. Yes, wow, huge wreck there. Roger Caruth to the race lead. He went low. Elliott tried to block, and it came right back up in the traffic. Almost got hit by a 23 and a 51. Hard impact to the outside retaining wall. As we can see another angle, you can see the 24 just hit the 7 and then bolt right back up the track. And then hard into the outside wall, getting the car up in the air momentarily. Vicious impact to the outside wall. We're going to zoom in now. The 24 and the 7 just make slight contact. And then the 7, the 23, and the 51 just miss him. And then hard into the wall, the 7 goes and then comes right back down the track. We will be back right after a short commercial break. The good news is the rain has stopped, and we'll be back to racing soon as we have the jet dryers out from the Charlotte Motor Speedway and hope to be under the green flag very soon, as now we're going to go back to the Crash and Truck Series race from the Charlotte Motor Speedway for their 2-lap dash. Choose going now here from Charlotte. Roger Crew to the outside, Infinger to the inside. It will be a 2-lap dash to the finish here from Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 GMS Racing teammates on the front row. Green flag back in the air. Infinger with a great start as we head down to turn number 1. We got side by side for a second. Actually, Bush is going to clear. They're going to be side by side for a lead momentarily. Infinger has a decently sized lead, but Bush is going to close it. White flags in the air at Charlotte. Big bumper to the back of the 23. What will the 23 do to Kyle Busch as they head back into 3 and 4? Contact made. Busch is going to wall ride. Here comes Caruth around the outside. He's going to the wall. Kyle Busch is going to win from Charlotte after a vicious impact by the 24. And Kyle Busch is going to pick up his second win of the season. As we look at an instant replay, what a crazy topsy-turvy turn of events here from Charlotte. Infinger had a huge lead coming to the white flag, but then Busch raced in 3 and 4, and then sent him the bumper in 1, and then the 23 just full sends it into the 51, pulls an Austin Dillon, goes hard into the grass, tore up the splitter, and then the 24 around the outside, and gets turned into the wall, up into the air. Hard, vicious impact for the 24. Another huge impact here for the 51. He's going to wall ride there as well. Huge turn of events. I thought Caruth was going to win this race coming off 4, and then he gets turned and then hard into the pit lane wall. And that car was up in the air for a long time. Just look at the contact once again. And then the 13 had a huge run, and then she tried to pass it in the grass. The track is dry, and we're about to head under the green flag. But first, we have to get these cars right back off pit road. As you can see, they will do now. We're going to head to a short commercial break. The green flag will be back after. Have 6 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600 as Kyle Busch will lead us down to the green flag in NASCAR's longest race. Green flag is up. Green flag is back in the air after his lengthy rain delay. Kyle Busch is going to jump out to an early lead as we have 3 and 4 wide behind him, and they will head back down to the front row. 5 laps to go. Oh, there's a wreck in the back. Oh, hard hit. Cindric up into the catch fencing. Huge damage to that number 2 car. You can see also the 17 had a vicious lick into the outside wall, causing him to go up off the ground. But the 2 of Austin Cindric, oh my God, he hit that 22, his Penske teammate, when he came back up the racetrack, and it just sent him flying. Wow. You see that 2 just in the grass, and it comes right back up, and the 22 launches him into the catch fencing. Vicious impact for that outside wall, and a huge hit to the catch fencing. Luckily, that car lands back on all 4 tires. As wow, that is a huge hit. We're under the red flag now, because that, oh my God. As you can see the damage to the catch fencing right now, you see all that debris and everything, as they're going to have to clean that up. As we're going to go under the red flag, you see all the cars parked right there. We'll be back after a short commercial break for the cleanup. Cleanup is done. We will have an overtime restart for sure. But we got to get these cars back under the yellow flag, and there they go off. As we're going to head under the commercial break, and we'll be back with the green flag.
Gosta de fazer ousia, essa novinha que tá na volanda. Gosta de fazer ousia, você tá em cima da piroca 24 horas por dia. Ela se declara por cima da tudo.
Overtime restart number 1, you can see Elliott Bush will be the front row as we're about to head under the green flag for overtime attempt number 1. You can see Larson in the 3rd position and Brad Keselowski 4th, Josh Berry 5th. Under the green flag and the Coca-Cola 600. And Kyle Busch will jump out to an early lead. Kyle Larson going to be right behind. They're going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 wide behind them as we head back to the white flag. This race is official. Kyle Larson going to peek to the inside. He gets very loose. And down the back straightaway for the final time. Oh, there's courage in the back. But it'll be the Kyle and Kyle show as Kyle Busch wins his 2nd crown jewel of the year in his 2nd race of the season. You can see huge courage in the back with 3 cars. And the Coca-Cola 600 winner is the 8, the Cheddar's machine of Kyle Busch. As we look at instant replay, you can see just the 99 got into the 6, and then hard into the wall goes the 91 and the 99, and then the 6 into the wall. But you can see Larson got there, and then he got just a tiny bit too loose and could not complete the pass without wrecking him. As you can see, just the 6 gets into the 91, and they both start spinning. Hard into the wall goes the 99, as the 6 goes towards the inside wall and just will hit that. But Kyle Busch, he is today's winner. He has won both crown jewels, and he'll burn it down from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Race results, the Kyle and Kyle show, as they finished 1st and 2nd respectively. As the 3rd driver to finish this race was Josh Berry in that Ford machine. Noah Gragson, his SHR teammate, finishes 4th. Harrison Byrne, a surprise in a very quiet top 5. Chase Elliott 6th. Alex Bowman 7th. 8th was Zane Smith, and 9th, 10th will be Shane Van Gisbergen. He finished in that wreck 1 lap down, as that will round out our top 10. As now we head over to the 11th position. Daniel Suarez was also involved in that wreck. He will finish 11th. Brad Keselowski also involved in that wreck. He'll finish 12th, both 1 lap down. Austin Cindric, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, they finished 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. As they were also involved in a big wreck with John Nemechek, Chase Briscoe, and Christopher Bell rounding out the top 20, all also DNF'd from a huge wreck there on the front straightaway. Rounding out today's field was Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., and Eric Jones after they had a huge wreck on lap number 1 that saw Eric Jones flipping upside down. Now we're going to go look at the point standings policy. If you want to take a look at Josh Berry, he's 4 points clear of Chase Elliott and the chasing pack, as he will be the points leader as we head into the next race at the Chicago Street Course. Other notables with that win, now Kyle Busch is only 20 points back. Could he have a chance to win the regular season championship? He's definitely in striking distance, so is Austin Cindric, who is also 1 point back of Kyle. And these guys don't have too much of a chance to win the regular season championship, but you never know. It's very early. Like, we have race winners Chris Buescher and Christopher Bell down here in the 15th and the 17th position. As you can see, Brad Keselowski and Shane Van Gisbergen tied for the 18th and 19th. And Harrison Burton in the 20th position, 131 points to his name. And now we're going to look at page number 3 of the point standings. You can see William Byron, 128 points. Ty Gibbs, 115 points. And then the 2 part-timers for Front Row Motor Switch, Todd Gilliland at 105 points and Zane Smith at 75 points. Now over to the playoff standings. Kyle Busch, he gets his second win of the season. That's going to put him 5 playoff points clear of Chase Elliott, who has 1 win. And Josh Berry, who has 1 win as well. But Chase Elliott does have that stage win, so he has 7 playoff points. Chris Buescher and Christopher Bell, they both have that win. They only have 5 playoff points to their name. As we have 10 drivers in here, we can see Austin Cindric 26 above, Joey Logano 17 above, Kyle Larson 15, same as Daniel Suarez. And you can see Austin Dillon now 16 below, with Chase Briscoe 3 below the cut line. Ryan Blaney 17 below. Truex, who has that stage win, he is 23 back. John Hunter Nemechek, who has that stage win as well, he's 26 back. Eric Jones, 25 back. Noah Gragson, 49 back. Brad Keselowski, Shane Van Gisbergen, 52 back. And Harrison Burton, 56 back of that playoff cut line. As now we're going to look at the third page here of the playoff standings. These guys have to pretty much must win their way in. William Byron, 59 back. Ty Gibbs, 72 back. As you can see, Todd Gilliland and Zane Smith, they part-time, so they are not eligible for the postseason. But if you like these type of videos and want to see next time at the Chicago Street Course, please like and subscribe and turn on that bell. We will see you next time from the streets of Chicago.